Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And let me thank the witness for her appearance here today. In an earlier exchange, there was a statement that was made by you. I believe you were interrupted, but you were beginning to make the point that there are many proposals contained within the President's budget that are designed to help spur economic growth, but that there also have been actions taken, I believe irresponsibly, by this Congress over the last 14 months or so that have limited the ability of the economy to continue to take off. Now, reference was just actually made during the previous questioning to the notion that the President's economic policies have failed to create economic growth. But am I correct that over the last 47 months, during this administration, 8.5 million private sector jobs have been created? Is that an accurate statement?
That is correct.
Now, I think we all recognize that there still is significant effort in order to completely turn our economy around, particularly for working families and middle-class folks. The wealthy and the well-off seem to be doing pretty well. But in order to move forward, the first thing that I think we could all agree perhaps should happen is that Congress needs to stop affirmatively doing things that hurt our economy. Is that a fair statement?
That, I believe, is true. The idea of adding fiscal drag, I think, contributes to slowing the economy versus encouraging the economy.
And would allowing a sequestration to take effect when independent economists project that it would cost us 750,000 jobs be an example of Congress affirmatively doing something to hurt our economy?
That's correct. The CBO projection was it took 0.6 off of our GDP.
And I believe Standard & Poor's indicated that the government shutdown that was reckless, irresponsible, unnecessary, extremism gone wild, that the government shutdown cost us about $24 billion in lost economic productivity. I think we can all agree that it was harmful to our economy. Is that correct?
Yes, the estimates are 0.2 to 0.6 of GDP, and then there is the lost productivity that I mentioned earlier, which is estimated at $2 billion.
And was the economy hurt in any way by the uncertainty created by what I would term serial flirtation with a default on our nation's debt?
Yes, I think believe that there was. What we had was fiscal drag that was being created by uncertainty, sequester, and the shutdown coming together last year.
And are we hurt by the failure to extend unemployment compensation, which I know is called for in the President's budget?
Yes, an additional drag on the economy.
Okay, now let's focus on some of the positive things that we can collectively do to turn the economy around. I gather that this budget calls for an additional $300 billion plus investment in transportation and/or infrastructure. Is that right?
That's correct.
And could you tell us why that would be a positive thing for our economy?
I think it's positive in two different ways. One, in the short term, in terms of the issues of jobs that your colleague from Wisconsin mentioned, in terms of when these projects are able to move and ready to move, the job creation. But it's also what it does to actual roads and infrastructure, which is providing that core infrastructure for our nation's economy. Having come from previously a retail organization that uses the roads to transport goods, these are important parts of the backbone of our economy throughout, whether it's roads or rail.
Can you speak about the proposal on the earned income tax credit and how that might be helpful in stimulating our economy or promoting economic growth, particularly as it relates to low-income individuals and/or working individuals in this country?
One of the most important things that the Earned Income Tax Credit does is to encourage people to work, which I think we think is something that is important to overall economic growth. And by focusing on this particular category of people, childless workers, this is a space that hasn't been focused on previously, and by extending from 25-year-olds down to 21-year-olds, you're getting a key group of people that we do want to encourage to be in the workforce.
And is it fair to say that providing America with a raise, if this Congress were to move forward on the proposal, as I believe is supported in the budget in terms of a minimum wage increase to $10.10 per hour, would also help turn the economy around and move it forward?
We believe it is an important part of an overall picture that's about growth as well as about opportunity.
Okay, thank you.